All right, we get him on his back like this. Now, this arm I want to kind of isolate it, so anytime we end up here, if I start putting my hand on his face, he's probably going to stop that. So I'm going to trap it, and I'm going to try to isolate this arm. Now, go ahead and get your hand back to your other hand. If I'm getting here, I want to put my chest out and make sure that I'm keeping his upper body, so I want to stay heavy right here on his chest. I want to push this out. Now, he's going to be hiding his hand up like this, so I'm going to be pulling this in tight, and I'm going to start pulling this elbow back where I can get this control and get to his wrist. Now I'm going to use my whole body to force this wrist all the way to the mat, okay? And I'm going to take my thumb and place it all the way over to where it's just my wrist blocking his wrist. Now I'm going to slowly start taking all of this, so I want to keep this wrist turned this way if I can, and keep that to where it's putting pressure on his wrist at the same time. If I can't quite get that, if he punches his hand out, okay, and he's got his wrist locked, I'm just going to lock it right here and keep this nice and tight. Now I'm going to start working down his body like this so that I can keep pulling this back and bringing his elbow down to his side here. So once this goes over, then I can start bringing this down, and that gets tight really quick, especially if they have tight shoulders. Their elbow's not going to get anywhere close, but if you have to, you can just lock your legs in and just keep pulling them back. Just keep working back and back and back until their elbow's all the way over here and their hands on the back. Most people aren't that flexible, so their shoulder probably ripped out over here somewhere.
Yeah, my shoulders are not.
So once we get here and we start driving this back, trying to control here, he punches his arm out straight. So I lock this down, okay, and then I'm going to just take my other hand and I'm going to pass the wrist over, go underneath, lock, and then I can start putting pressure on his elbow this way. Okay, now the big thing with this is I don't want it out to the side. He can move his arm too much. He can rotate his shoulder. But the more I get it up here, go ahead and rotate your elbow.
Yeah, I'm toast.
His shoulder doesn't rotate nearly as much. He doesn't have nearly as much rotation to protect his elbow. So I want to try to bend this wrist down, get this to lock, get over the top of it, then I can get to my elbow. Go ahead and bend your arm.
I'm not.
So this is pretty well locked. Now, again, he's got really tight shoulders. So once you lock this up, you can go underneath. Now I really want to trap this close to his side. He's going to be really strong with his arm out straight here. And it would be really bad for me to get my arm locked underneath this. So if I can, I want this up here. I want to get this in this position, lock it, and then push his wrist close to his side just like this. Once I get this locked, then I can start sitting back here and start bringing his hand up behind him. Okay, so I'm going to go from here, start sitting back, and then keep putting his hand all the way up to the back of his head. Again, his shoulder's not going to make it all the way to the back of his head very easily. If it does, you can just start cuffing there.